Coach, start off by saying and spelling your first and last name.
Ryan O'Shea, and you're going to spell it too. RYANO''SHEA.
All right, just look at me the whole time.
Gotcha.
On the camera. Coach, what about Lakeland football last year are you going to take into this next year, or this first year?
We finished the season pretty strong. The scores don't reflect it, but we played some undefeated teams at the end of last year with playing Fairfield and Bluffton and Mishawaka-Marion. That was a tough sled for about anybody in the state, and we grew up a lot in those three games. Like I said, the scores don't reflect it, but our seniors last year, we didn't have very many of them, but they led us through that time, and they did pretty well with it, and they really set the tone for us coming up, going into this year. We had a lot of young kids playing, and they understood that, and they understood that it was a building block year, especially year one for me, and not seeing those kids till July 6th last year, and trying to install a whole new offense and defense in a month was very difficult. So having this entire summer has been great, and those building blocks that we started last year, and we had snippets where we competed in those games, and we tried to build off that, and I think this year is going to be a breakout year for us.
Talk about specifically on the field. What does this team need to do to be successful?
Well, we need to take care of the football and do the little things right. I think we took care of the big things towards the end of the season last year. We didn't have as many turnovers, and we were doing things the right way as far as culturally at the end of the year last year. But now it's time to do the little things, and having a full off season to install more, I guess, turnover-based things to make sure that we're not turning the ball over, and making sure that we are tackling well, and then making sure that we're blocking well, and pursuing at the right angles on defense. Is just those little things that you have to do to be successful in Indiana high school football, especially in this region, because there's a lot of tough teams that you play, and in our sectional as well, there's a lot of good teams that when we go over to the South Bend area that will take advantage of your mistakes if you don't take care of the football.
Talk about the senior class that you have. What are you in all? How are you in all of them? What are the jobs they've been doing for the younger guys?
The senior class started off kind of quiet, but they've really stepped up lately and become a lot more vocal. They are 100% bought in, and that's really something, a testament to them, that they understand what we're trying to accomplish as a staff, and they've been great as far as leading the young kids and making sure that they are doing things the right way. So they understand as well that if you don't do the little things right, that you're going to get beat, and they're really, really focused on trying to get everything perfectly. And a lot of them are perfectionists, and that's not a bad thing sometimes, but they are doing a really good job of being leaders at this point.
Other than the seniors, are there any other players that no one's talking about on your team?
We've got a few kids that are going to be sophomores, juniors that are going to contribute to us. We got a new quarterback. We're going to break in this year. He's going to be a junior, Deion Marshall. He's going to lead us on offense, and we're going to be a little more dynamic as far as letting him run and letting him throw both. And we're going to do a little more RPO action with him. We got some sophomores that are going to step up, especially at inside linebacker. We had Cam Rigling, who's a sophomore, who has really come a long way. He's become one of the stronger kids on our team as a sophomore. So he is a kid that we're going to look to now and into the future, who's going to be really good for us. Owen Troyer is going to be our receiver in the corner for us. He's going to be a junior, and he has had a great summer, and he has really developed his speed and can get by a lot of corners that we've seen this summer, and he's a deep threat for us, and so we're excited about him as well.
Going into year two for you as a coach, what's going to be a successful year for Lakeland football?
Competing in every game. In our league, especially the big school NECC, I think it's going to be a toss-up about every game. And if we can take care of the ball, and if we can execute and do the little things right, like I said before, I think that any given night we can beat anybody. And you can't put a record on it. I don't want to put anything, put pressure on our kids at all. But I think a successful season for Lakeland football is going to be competing game in, game out.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I'm good if you're good.
Thank you so much, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you.